Ladies and gentlemen, a dream without clarity is just a wish, and wishes have no power. If you want to turn your dreams into reality, you must start by defining your vision with precision and purpose. This is the foundation of everything. Think about it. How can you achieve something if you don't know exactly what it is? It's like setting off on a journey without a destination in mind. You'll wander aimlessly, wasting time, energy, and resources, and eventually you'll lose motivation because there's no tangible goal pulling you forward. To define your vision, you need to get brutally honest with yourself. What do you want? Not what someone else expects of you, not what society says you should do, but what you truly desire deep down. Strip away the noise, the doubts, and the opinions of others. What is the thing that lights a fire in your soul? The thing you think about late at night, the dream that excites and scares you at the same time. That's your vision. That's the thing you need to bring into focus. Once you have a general idea of your dream, the next step is to make it specific. Vagueness is the enemy of progress. If your dream is to be successful, that's not enough. Success means different things to different people. What does success look like to you? Is it building a business, becoming a top performer in your field, creating a legacy, or achieving financial freedom? Be as detailed as possible. The more specific you are, the clearer your path will become. Visualize your dream as if it's already real. Close your eyes and see it vividly. Where are you? Who are you with? What does it feel like? What does a day in your life look like once you've achieved it? The more real you can make it in your mind, the stronger the pull will be to make it happen. Your vision should be so clear and compelling that it motivates you to take action, even when you're tired, discouraged, or facing setbacks. Clarity of vision also gives you a sense of purpose. When you know what you want and why you want it, every decision you make starts to align with that purpose. It acts as your North Star, guiding you through the chaos and distractions of life. Without a clear vision, it's easy to get caught up in meaningless tasks, procrastinate, or let opportunities slip through your fingers. But when your vision is defined, you'll instinctively know what deserves your time and energy and what doesn't. It's also important to write your vision down. There's power in putting pen to paper. When you write it down, it stops being just an abstract idea floating in your head and becomes something tangible. Break it down into short-term and long-term goals. What do you want to accomplish in the next year, the next 5 years, and beyond? Writing your vision forces you to think deeply about it, and it creates a roadmap you can follow. Defining your vision isn't a one-time thing either. Life changes, circumstances evolve, and so do your dreams. That's okay. The key is to revisit your vision regularly and refine it as needed. Stay connected to it, remind yourself why you started, and don't be afraid to adjust it if your priorities shift. But don't confuse refining your vision with giving up on it. There's a difference between evolving and quitting. Keep your focus sharp, but be flexible enough to adapt to life's twists and turns. One common mistake people make is letting fear or doubt cloud their vision. They think, what if I'm not good enough? Or what if I fail? These thoughts create a mental fog that prevents you from seeing your dream clearly. To define your vision, you have to silence that inner critic. Accept that fear is part of the process, but don't let it dictate your choices. Believe in your ability to figure things out as you go. Confidence comes from clarity, and clarity comes from defining what you want. Your vision should be big enough to challenge you, but not so overwhelming that it feels impossible. Dream big, but start small. Break your vision into smaller, manageable steps. Each step will build momentum and bring you closer to your ultimate goal. It's like building a house. You don't start with the roof. You lay one brick at a time, always keeping the finished structure in mind. Your vision isn't just about what you want to achieve. It's about the person you need to become to achieve it. Who do you need to be to live the life you're dreaming of? What habits, skills, and mindset will get you there? Define your vision not just in terms of outcomes, but also in terms of growth. This isn't just about having more, it's about being more. Commitment is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's not a feeling, it's not a mood, and it's certainly not something you do only when it's convenient. Commitment is a decision, a relentless vow to yourself that no matter what happens, no matter how tough it gets, you will not stop until you achieve your dream. Too many people treat their goals like hobbies, something they dabble in when they feel motivated. But motivation fades. Commitment is what keeps you going when motivation is nowhere to be found. The moment you commit, everything changes. You eliminate excuses, distractions, and doubts, because none of them have a place when you decide that failure is not an option. Commitment is what separates dreamers from doers. It's easy to talk about what you want, to fantasize about the life you wish you had, but without full commitment, it's all just talk. The truth is, Half-hearted efforts will never yield full results. If you're not willing to give 100%, don't expect to give 100%. Commitment means showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it. It's waking up early, staying up late, and doing the work that others won't. It's sacrificing comfort for progress, short-term pleasure for long-term success. It's not glamorous and it's not always fun. There will be times when you question why you're putting yourself through it. Times when the result seems so far away that giving up feels tempting. But true commitment means pushing through those moments. It means reminding yourself that this is part of the process and that the rewards will be worth every ounce of effort. Being committed also means taking full ownership of your dream. No one else is responsible for making it happen. No one else owes you anything. If you're waiting for someone to save you, to motivate you, or to hand you opportunities, you'll be waiting forever. Commitment is about taking control of your life and your destiny. It's saying, this is on me. If I fail, it's because I didn't try hard enough. If I succeed, it's because I earned it. Commitment isn't just about working hard. It's also about working smart. It's about being disciplined enough to prioritize what truly matters and ignore what doesn't. It's about learning to say no to things that don't align with your vision. Every decision you make, every action you take should serve your greater purpose. When you're committed, there's no room for distractions or wasted time. You understand that every minute counts, and you treat your time like the precious resource it is. One of the biggest challenges of commitment is consistency. Anyone can be committed for a day or a week, but the real test is staying consistent over months and years. It's about showing up, not just when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. The grind, the repetition, the unglamorous work, that's where commitment is tested. It's not always about making huge leaps forward. Sometimes it's about taking one small step every single day, even when it feels like you're not making progress. Those small, consistent actions compound over time, and that's where greatness is built. Another key aspect of commitment is resilience. When you're truly committed, setbacks don't stop you, they fuel you. Every obstacle becomes an opportunity to prove how badly you want it. Instead of seeing failure as the end, you see it as a lesson, a chance to adapt and grow stronger. Commitment means staying in the game no matter how many times you get knocked down. It means refusing to let temporary defeats define your journey. Commitment also requires belief. You have to believe in yourself and in your ability to achieve your dream, even when no one else does. There will be times when the odds are stacked against you, when it feels like the whole world is telling you to quit. But your commitment isn't based on what others think. It's rooted in your own conviction. You know why you're doing this, and that's enough to keep you moving forward. True commitment is a choice you make every single day. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or the right circumstances. It's about deciding here and now that you're all in no matter what. It's about understanding that the journey won't always be smooth or easy, but it will always be worth it. Commitment isn't a one-time decision. It's a way of life, a mindset, a habit. It's the foundation of every success story, the driving force behind every dream that's ever been turned into reality. Action is the engine that turns dreams into reality. Without action, even the clearest vision and strongest commitment mean nothing. Dreams don't materialize on their own. They require effort, execution, and persistence. The truth is, it's not enough to think about what you want or plan for it endlessly. You have to do something about it, and you have to do it every single day. Small, consistent actions build momentum, and momentum is what transforms ideas into results. Taking action daily is about showing up even when it feels inconvenient, even when you don't see immediate progress. It's about embracing the grind, the repetition, and the discipline it takes to move forward. Too often, people get stuck in the cycle of overthinking and waiting for the perfect moment to happen. But the perfect moment doesn't exist. The conditions will never be flawless. And if you keep waiting, you'll waste precious time. The only way to create progress is to start, even if it's messy, even if you don't feel ready. Action doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to happen. When you commit to taking action daily, you start to build habits that work in your favor. Habits are the building blocks of success, and they're formed through consistent repetition. It's not about making one big leap forward. It's about taking small, deliberate steps every day. Those small steps add up over time, creating exponential growth. Whether it's dedicating an hour to your craft, learning a new skill, or working toward a specific goal, the key is consistency. What seems insignificant in the moment becomes monumental when compounded over weeks, months, and years. Daily action also creates clarity. When you take consistent steps toward your dream, you gain a better understanding of what works and what doesn't. Planning and strategizing have their place, but it's only through action that you truly learn and grow. You might make mistakes, and that's okay. In fact, mistakes are an essential part of the process. Each misstep teaches you something valuable, providing the feedback you need to refine your approach. But none of that learning happens if you don't act. Action also builds confidence. The more you do, the more you prove to yourself that you're capable. Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you develop through experience. Every small victory, every milestone you hit, reinforces your belief in your ability to succeed, and that belief fuels even more action, creating a powerful cycle of progress. When you take action daily, you're not just working toward your goal, you're becoming the person who can achieve it. One of the biggest challenges to taking action daily is overcoming fear and doubt. It's natural to feel uncertain, to worry about failing or not being good enough. But the only way to conquer those fears is to act despite them. Fear thrives in inaction, and it grows when you hesitate. But when you take even the smallest step forward, you start to break its hold on you. Action creates momentum, and momentum crushes fear. Another obstacle is the tendency to focus on the end result instead of the process. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when you think about how far you have to go. But the journey to achieving your dream isn't about taking one giant leap. It's about putting one foot in front of the other. Focus on what you can do today. Break your goals into smaller, manageable tasks and tackle them one at a time. By concentrating on the next step, you make progress feel achievable, and you build a discipline to keep going. Taking action daily also requires prioritization. Not all actions are created equal. It's easy to get caught up in being busy, but busyness doesn't always translate to progress. You have to focus on the actions that truly move the needle, the ones that align with your vision and bring you close to your goal. This means saying no to distractions, cutting out unnecessary tasks, and dedicating your energy to what really matters. It's also important to recognize that progress isn't always linear. There will be days when you feel like you're moving backward, when the effort you're putting in doesn't seem to be paying off. But those are the days when taking action matters most. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. The key is to keep showing up, to trust the process, and to understand that growth takes time. When you take action daily, you're not just working toward a dream, you're building a life of purpose and discipline. Every day becomes an opportunity to prove to yourself that you're serious about what you want. Each action, no matter how small, is a declaration of your commitment to turning your dream into reality. Failure is an inevitable part of any journey toward success, and embracing it is a critical step in turning dreams into reality. Too often, people fear failure so much that they avoid taking risks, playing it safe to avoid the discomfort of falling short. But the truth is, failure isn't the enemy, it's a teacher. It provides lessons that no amount of success can ever offer. If you want to grow, evolve, and achieve greatness, you need to change the way you view failure. Instead of seeing it as a setback, see it as an opportunity to learn, adapt, and improve. Every successful person has faced failure, often repeatedly, before reaching their goals. What sets them apart is their ability to view failure as a stepping stone rather than a roadblock. Failure shows you what doesn't work and pushes you to find new approaches. It forces you to confront your weaknesses and develop the skills necessary to overcome them. Without failure, there's no growth. It's in those moments of struggle and adversity that you discover your true potential. Failure also builds resilience. Every time you fail and get back up, you become stronger, more determined, and more capable of handling challenges in the future. Resilience is the ability to keep moving forward despite obstacles, and it's a quality that separates those who achieve their dreams from those who give up. Now, I really want to challenge you. What are your whys? When you embrace failure, you stop fearing it, and when you stop fearing it, you're free to take bold risks. Boldness leads to opportunities, and opportunities lead to progress. It's important to understand that failure is not a reflection of your worth or abilities. It's simply feedback. It doesn't define you unless you let it. What matters is how you respond to failure. Do you let it paralyze you, or do you use it as fuel to push harder? The choice is yours. If you view failure as a necessary part of the process, it loses its power to hold you back. Instead, it becomes a tool for growth. One of the biggest challenges with failure is the fear of judgment. Many people avoid taking risks because they're worried about what others will think if they fail. But the opinions of others don't matter when it comes to your dreams. The only opinion that truly matters is your own. You're the one who has to live with the regret of not trying, and that regret is far worse than any failure could ever be. When you let go of the fear of judgment, you open yourself up to possibilities you never imagined. Another critical aspect of embracing failure is learning to separate emotion from the experience. Failure can feel personal, but it's not. It's just an outcome, a result of certain actions or decisions. When you approach failure objectively, you can analyze it for what it is, a source of valuable information. What went wrong? What could you have done differently? What adjustments can you make moving forward? Treat failure as a problem to solve rather than a reason to quit. The fear of failure often stems from perfectionism, the belief that everything has to go exactly as planned for it to be worth pursuing. But perfection is a myth. Nothing in life goes exactly as planned, and waiting for perfect conditions will keep you stuck. Embracing failure means accepting that imperfection is part of the journey. It means understanding that mistakes are not only inevitable, but essential. They're the stepping stones that lead to mastery. Failure also teaches humility. It reminds you that you don't know everything and that there's always room to grow. This humility opens the door to seeking advice, learning from others, and being open to new perspectives. The people who achieve the most are often the ones who are willing to admit they don't have all the answers. They're the ones who learn from every experience, good or bad, and use that knowledge to keep improving. It's also important to celebrate progress, even when it comes with failure. Every attempt you make, every effort you put in, brings you closer to your goal. Even if the outcome isn't what you hope for, the act of trying is a step forward. Failure is proof that you're in the arena, that you're taking action, and that you're striving for something greater. It's a sign that you're pushing your limits and refusing to settle for mediocrity. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your ability to turn your dreams into reality. Your environment shapes your mindset, your habits, and ultimately, your outcomes. If you're serious about achieving your goals, you need to carefully evaluate who you allow into your inner circle. The truth is, not everyone deserves a front row seat in your life. Some people will lift you up, inspire you, and push you forward, while others will drain your energy, sow doubt, and hold you back. Surround yourself wisely is not just a preference, it's a necessity. Your circle should be made up of people who believe in you and your potential, even when you doubt yourself. And these are the individuals who will encourage you to keep going when the path gets tough, who will remind you of your why when you feel like giving up. They won't let you settle for less than you're capable of because they see the greatness within you, even if you can't see it yet. Their belief in you acts as a powerful force, helping you stay focused and motivated when challenges arise. The right people in your life are those who inspire you to grow, set high standards for themselves, and in doing so, they challenge you to raise your own standards. Being around individuals who are driven, disciplined, and ambitious creates a ripple effect. Their habits, attitudes, and work ethic rub off on you, pushing you to become better. It's often said that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If those people are positive, hardworking, and supportive, you're more likely to embody those same traits. Equally important is removing or limiting time with those who bring negativity into your life. These are the people who doubt your dreams, who criticize your efforts, and who make you question whether you're capable of achieving what you want. Their negativity can be subtle, a sarcastic comment here, a discouraging word there, but over time that adds up and erodes your confidence. Sometimes these individuals don't mean harm, they're simply projecting their own fears and insecurities onto you. But whether intentional or not, their influence can be toxic, and it's your responsibility to protect your energy. Surrounding yourself wisely also means seeking out mentors and role models who have already achieved what you're striving for. These individuals can provide valuable guidance, share their experiences, and help you avoid common pitfalls. Learning from someone who's been where you want to go is one of the fastest ways to accelerate your progress. Mentors can offer a perspective that you might not see on your own, helping you navigate challenges with greater clarity and confidence. Their success serves as proof that your dreams are possible, giving you the motivation to keep pushing forward. In addition to mentors, peers who are on a similar journey can also be incredibly valuable. These are the people who understand what you're going through because they're walking a similar path and can celebrate your wins, empathize with your struggles, and provide a sense of camaraderie that makes the journey feel less lonely. Collaboration and support within this group can spark new ideas, open doors to opportunities, and create a network of mutual encouragement. It's also worth considering the content you consume and the environments you place yourself in. Surrounding yourself wisely isn't just about people. It's about everything you allow into your mind and space. The books you read, the podcasts you listen to, the shows you watch, and the social media accounts you follow all influence your thoughts and behaviors. Choose content that uplifts you, educates you, and aligns with your goals. Create an environment that supports your growth, whether that means organizing your workspace, setting boundaries, or seeking out communities that share your values. Building a strong support system takes time and effort. It requires being intentional about who you spend your time with and how you invest your energy. It's not always easy, especially when it means distancing yourself from people who have been in your life for a long time. But staying loyal to relationships that no longer serve you can be a major obstacle to your growth. Letting go of these connections doesn't mean you don't care about them. It means you're prioritizing your dreams, and turning dreams into reality requires patience and persistence. These two qualities are the foundation for navigating the long, winding path towards success. While the idea of achieving a dream can be exhilarating, the process of getting there is rarely quick or easy. It's filled with challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. Patience allows you to stay grounded and focused through those tough times, while persistence keeps you moving forward, no matter how slow the progress may seem. Together, they form the resilience needed to stay the course and see your vision through to completion. Patience is the ability to endure delays and obstacles without losing sight of your ultimate goal. It's about understanding that worthwhile achievements take time and that rushing the process often leads to mistakes or missed opportunities for growth. When you're patient, you're able to accept that progress may come in small increments rather than giant leaps. You embrace the idea that success is a marathon, not a sprint. This mindset helps you stay calm and composed. Even when things don't go as planned, it allows you to trust in the process, knowing that every step, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your dream. Persistence, on the other hand, is the relentless determination to keep going, even when the odds seem stacked against you. It's the refusal to give up, no matter how many obstacles you face or how many times you fail. Persistence is about showing up every day, putting in the work, and refusing to let setbacks define your journey. It's the inner drive that keeps you moving forward, even when progress feels slow or invisible. While patience helps you endure the waiting, persistence ensures that you're actively pushing forward during that time. The combination of patience and persistence is especially powerful because they balance each other. Patience alone can sometimes lead to complacency or passivity, while persistence without patience can result in frustration and burnout. Together, they create a steady, sustainable approach to achieving your goals. Patience gives you the perspective to stay calm during difficult times, and persistence gives you the energy to take action despite the challenges. One of the most difficult aspects of maintaining patience and persistence is managing expectations. It's easy to set unrealistic timelines or expect instant results, especially in a world that often glorifies overnight success. But true success rarely happens overnight. Behind every overnight success story are years of hard work, failures, and lessons learned. Recognizing this helps you set realistic expectations and avoid the disappointment that comes from comparing your journey to someone else's highlight reel. Patience allows you to focus on your own path, while persistence ensures you keep progressing, no matter how long it takes. Another key element is learning to adapt. Patience and persistence don't mean sticking rigidly to a single plan, even when it's not working. They mean staying committed to your goal while being flexible enough to adjust your approach when necessary. Persistence is about committing the effort, not repeating the same mistakes. Patience gives you the clarity to assess what's working and what isn't, allowing you to pivot when needed without losing momentum. This adaptability is crucial for overcoming challenges and finding creative solutions. It's also important to celebrate small wins along the way. The journey to achieving your dream can feel overwhelming at times, especially when the end goal still seems far off. By acknowledging and appreciating the progress you've made, no matter how small, you build motivation to keep going. These milestones serve as reminders that your efforts are paying off and that you're moving in the right direction. Patience allows you to savor these moments, while persistence ensures you continue striving for the next step. Maintaining patience and persistence also requires a strong sense of purpose. When you're deeply connected to your why, it becomes easier to endure the challenges and setbacks that come your way. Your purpose acts as a source of inspiration, reminding you why you started and why it's worth pushing through the hard times. Without a clear purpose, it's easy to lose motivation when progress feels slow or obstacles seem insurmountable. But when you're driven by a strong sense of purpose, patience and persistence come naturally.